Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shot. There at the 24.
24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll be out right at the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now it's Carson. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go, 58 is the Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. 58 is the Mike. 18, run. 18, run. I got you. 58 is the Mike.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen, and he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
He's brought down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Tariq Cohen, 81 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead.
Dan Bailey.
And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They run it with Carson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 6.
Thanks to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Titans and Patriots tied together in so many personnel-related ways, but remember, these two met in the first round of the playoffs a season ago on a cold Saturday night in Foxborough, and it was the Titans who came in as the 6th seed and pulled off that stunner 20-13. Of course, Logan Ryan, one of those with Patriot ties. He intercepted Tom Brady, brought it back for the touchdown on what would prove to be Brady's final pass in a New England uniform. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 4 receivers now in the formation, 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. He
He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. They'll run the screen with Carson. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. 6-0 our score after 1. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Tariq Cohen.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Winston gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Tariq Cohen.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Titans 12, Patriots 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's complete. He's got Gronk. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Here we go. 19, 18. Good track. 53 is the mark. Stay with your man.
2nd and 13. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 52.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down by...
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move him off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston. Dancing to his left. And Winston lost the football. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Patriots take over.
18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd and 6. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Slay.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st.
Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine. Yeah, that's what I do. 53.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
By Kyle Fuller.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
David Johnson.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout,
on the tackle.
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch the run. 19 right. 53 is the mark. Here we go, deep. All day, deep.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 2.
12. Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy who's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
And 7.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's brought in here by Willie Snead.
Winston's
now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And now it's second down. Winston now. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Winston. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. They run. This is Cohen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
First down.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tyus Bowser picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
3rd and long for Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Ready? Black, 22.
Jameis now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Caught right side. It's Snead. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Winston. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Brings up
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this third quarter. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Going quickly out to the right side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. On the right side, caught by Green. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run the counter. Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They run again with Carson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Carson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead.
Titans 15. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That is caught by Cohen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 22.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Here's Carson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And He gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
At their own 4-yard.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. And even. Switch.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
And the Titans first down.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Brought in left side by Snead. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. A good-looking return set up here. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Now a first throw here in overtime. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's just me. Mike, 53. 53.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Screen play, Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
On 1st down, it's Carson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Down at the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. This is Carson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, And then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Patriots, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis,